Good morning, everyone. Yes, as you can see in the title, have we turned the corner? Is the title of the show today. And yes, another good, impressive win at West Brom on Saturday. I think probably to me the first time we've actually dominated a football game for 90 minutes this season and run out quite easy 4-0 winners. And we move on and welcome to our guest again as normal on a Monday. Lee, how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. I had a nice little 9 hours sleep and I'm ready to attack the week. And I'm a poet and I fully know it. So yeah, I'm on top form today, Claude. And that's sorry for the lateness as well.
Don't worry, mate. Don't worry.
Nature called, mate. When you got to go, you got to go. It's as simple as that.
Seems to me this nature seems to have a good timing when it comes to my show.
No, do you know what? It does. Mate, I'm a regular guy. I've got to go at certain times every day. I normally about 5 o'clock as well, Claude. Normally about 5, which is why I'm always late for my 5 p.m. show. I'm late every day. I can't lie.
The good thing is it's not when you're doing one of your shows, though, isn't it? Because it could be quite.
Yeah, do you know what? Having said that, on watch-alongs before, I've had to just put an overlay over and go, mate. You can't help it. When you got to go, mate. You know?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, everyone in the chat. I've just seen everyone in the chat there. Good morning. Nice to see you all up early. Oh, it's not early really, but anyway.
Okay, I can see the chat room starting already. Are you going to trust the process, Lee? Anyway, you gotta love it. I love it. I love it.
Let's look at the weekend's events. Manchester United, the first game of the weekend, they were quite. I thought it was one of the best games of the weekend against Villa. I thought Villa were very unlucky actually, and showing that they're a good side. Chelsea losing as well. Chelsea losing. Pressure on Lampard. It's going to be, I think, Lampard now for taking over from Arteta, isn't it? And
he'll be sacked this week.
Yeah, I don't know. It's. I don't know whether they're thinking the same lines as Arsenal though. Whether because they're going to just give him a run because it seems to be at Arsenal they're giving Arteta a run, or maybe they're doing the same at Chelsea. I don't know, but I don't know. I think.
Let me just turn this light on in the background because it's a bit dark on my screen, mate. 1 second, yeah.
Yeah, go on, mate.
I don't know if that's going to make any difference whatsoever. Probably not. But there we go.
Anyway, let's talk about our performance. Another good show. Another great performance by, particularly by Saka. I thought it was outstanding. So, what did you think overall of the performance on Saturday?
My captain started it. My captain, Tierney, baby. What did I tell everyone about Tierney when we signed him? I said, make him captain. Everyone was laughing. Going, no, you can't make him captain. He's only just come to the club. Yeah, well, everyone's now saying make him captain. Me and you are always ahead of the curve, Claude. We always are, aren't we? You know, you was well ahead on Unai Emery. And we're ahead on Arteta. 3 games don't fool me. The same as an FA Cup wouldn't fool me. And same with Tierney. Tierney was absolutely brilliant. I gave him and Saka 10 out of 10. I thought Saka on the right wing. And listen, the one thing I will say, and this is where me and you can give credit where it's due, where not just flip-flopping from game to game like Arsenal fans have done for a decade or more. I think putting Saka on the right wing for the last couple of games has been an absolute joy to watch. And you've got to give the manager credit for that.
Yeah.
Where you don't give the manager credit is constantly playing aubameyang at the minute.
Yeah, well, because he was like a passenger on Saturday. Wasn't
He's been a passenger for weeks, and this is the thing. Like he must be fuming that Lacazette scored twice. Like even though they're teammates and we've won the game and it's a team game and he's the captain of the team and he'll be happy for the team. Yeah. Personally, he will be fuming that Lacazette scored and he couldn't score because it's playing in his head. You can see that he just ain't got no confidence at all. That one that Willian scuffed, you know, if Aubameyang was on top of his game, he would have fired that into the goal. You know, in the game against Brighton, 4 yards out, he missed a sitter. The keeper made a save. So, yeah, I think he needs dropping. Smith Rowe, he was fantastic again, man. And
Well,
it just goes to show, right?
Everyone, position, isn't it? You said that number 10 position is. I remember people saying it's no longer there, but it showed that it can be played, that number 10 position.
The thing is, it can against certain teams. Yeah, when you're playing against a team that didn't really do anything, you know, they had a shot at 0-0 that Leno made a good save. Other than that, they didn't really do anything, did they? They had, I think, a header over the bar from a corner. They hit the post, which then bounced out for a disallowed goal. But other than that, they were poor, man. And do you know what was weird about that game? Is I expected the Sam Allardyce team to be more physical. They didn't even lay a glove on us, mate. And can I just say about gloves as well? Can I just say about gloves? My captain, yeah, walking around, bowling around without gloves on, because guess what? He's not playing in goal. You shouldn't be wearing gloves on the football pitch unless you're a goalkeeper. And people go, oh, but Thierry Henry used to. He used to. Thierry Henry is the exception to the rule. One of the greatest players we've ever had. Yeah, he can do what he wants, Henry. But when you see Smith Rowe coming on with tights on, it's like, not Smith Rowe, sorry, Maitland-Niles coming on with tights on, you're like, there's levels to this, isn't there? You got the left back, yeah, albeit he's grown up in Scotland. Well, it ain't that much colder in Scotland, let me tell you that. Yeah, because it is fucking freezing in England. And it ain't that much colder in Scotland. He's bowling around in short sleeves, thinking like this is normal. And we got all of our other players walking around with gloves on and tights on. Like, come on, man. So there needs to, and if we're going to get a culture change, like Mikel Arteta keeps telling us we are, then he should ban gloves and tights and tell everyone that they're going out into training. I see a picture the other day, Nicola Pepe with a snood up under his eyes, with a hat on and gloves, and right behind him was Tierney in shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
And I'm just like, well, come on, man.
Like, if only we had 11 characters like that, we'd be laughing, wouldn't we?
Well, that's the thing. And let's be real. Let's be real here. You know, he cost 25 million quid. That's an absolute bargain, isn't it? That's got to be one of the best bits of business we've done for years. Him and Gabriel, in the last couple of years that we've signed, absolutely buzzing. The amount of people in the comments crying about gloves is hilarious. But listen, you ain't going out on the football pitch. Why would you run around with gloves on? I don't get it. When you go out, I played football when I was little, up until the age of about 15. When you go out onto a football pitch, doesn't matter how cold it is, you're going to warm up because you're running around. Yeah. So I don't understand why you're wearing tights. Like that should be banned anyway. Having gloves on, sorry, no, I don't understand that. I don't get it. Why are you putting gloves on? Makes no sense to me. And especially if you're a midfielder, because if you're a midfielder, you want to try and grab hold of the player. Yeah, we ain't grabbing hold of him with these fluffy gloves on, are you? So yeah, for me, it was a bit of a man in the chat said black people get cold easily, so it's understandable. Man, come on, man. Seriously, bro. Big up to you as well. Big up to everyone in the chat.
My guy, it's Warren says, my guy Claude. How are you, brother? Thank you very much for the super chat. Who else is there here? 1 minute, let's have another one. So glad I found this, Claude. Big up, Lee, brother. Big up.
I'm going to message you back as well this week. We'll sort of show out, me and you, brother. I'll come on yours this week, yeah?
Who's this? This one here, yeah?
Everton channel, yeah. Everton channel. He came on with Turkish the other night. So, yeah, man, I'll jump on this week at some point. I'll message you back in about an hour, mate.
Yeah, so this is, I'm going to bring this to your attention this morning. Let's look at some transfer news this morning. Hold on a minute. Where is it? I did have it here this morning. Where has it gone now?
Just before we got into this transfer news, yeah? There's so many people in this chat asking me whether I'm Arteta in or out. All right, let me tell you something, yeah? Anyone who's watched my channel or watched me on Claude's channel since this manager's been in charge would know that even after winning an FA Cup, I'm still Arteta out. So what makes anyone think that after winning 3 games against 2 of the shittest teams in the league, that I'm going to suddenly change? Like, that's not going to happen, is it? So I'm not one of these that flips and flops Arteta in and out depending on which way the wind blows. Yeah, he ain't good enough. It's as simple as that. Yeah, 3 games don't fool me like an FA Cup didn't fool me. And it's fair. It makes me laugh as well because The amount of people that are sitting there gassing it up because, oh, the young guns, the kids, hail end, hail end. Well, the only one he's actually put back in there, or actually put in there that's not played like first team football under this manager, is Smith Rowe. And everyone's getting gassed. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago, Claude?
Yeah.
A couple of weeks ago, it was the players' fault, the owner's fault. Well, I ain't seen no one talking about the players anymore. Funny that, isn't it? Win 3 games and all of a sudden, Hector Bellerin's the best right back in the league. Xhaka's fucking world class. Prime Pirlo pulling the strings. Danny Ceballos, give him a full-time deal. You know, Pablo Mari, oh, he's fucking brilliant. He's the next Maldini. 3 weeks ago, when we hadn't won for 2 months, everyone was crying about these players being crap. Now it's give Rob Holding a new deal. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a flip-flop. I'm glad I stick to my opinions rather than chatting shit from week to week.
Why are we giving him a new deal? I mean, I don't know. I don't get it, mate. I don't understand.
He's not good enough for Arsenal. He's not good enough for Arsenal, mate, Rob Holding. And what makes it even worse is we're about to loan Saliba out to Nice. And Lucas Pereira's going to Fiorentina by the looks of it, right? And do you know what? What winds me up with it is Zach put a good tweet out the other day. And he said, yeah, everyone getting gassed about the youngsters. Well, Saka was playing anyway. Martinelli was always going to come in because Aubameyang was injured. Yeah, not fully fit, hence why he went back in for 3 games. Yeah. And Smith Rowe, he goes, now imagine if we put Maitland-Niles at right back, Saliba at centre back, and Balogun up front. You know? And this is what I've been asking for in terms of youngsters since this manager's been here. And all he's done is put one player in, Smith Rowe, that's played well for 3 games. You know, and everyone's getting gassed. I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I expect nothing less from our fan base, mate. This is the same fan base that flipped and flopped over fucking Wenger for 10 years, which is why we're 10 years behind everyone else.
Yeah, agree. Brian Gooner, he says, morning lads, can't get carried away. You have to take into account the level of opposition we have played. It's very true.
And all you'll get back from that, right, is there'll be people in the chat, there'll be people on social media saying, oh, but you weren't saying that when they drew with Liverpool and Man City. Yeah? Well, hang on a minute. Did anyone expect Villa to slap 7 past Liverpool? Did anyone expect fucking Leicester to slap 6 past Man City?
But there's a difference with Liverpool. With the Liverpool game, they were both away as well. And with Liverpool, they had something to hold on to, didn't they? And how can I put it? With us, they cut when they went 1 down or 2 down. They had to come out, didn't they, a bit more? So they couldn't defend like they did against Liverpool because they had to come out. Because what's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So, I watched that. I watched Liverpool West Brom. If Mane had his shooting boots on, they would have been 6-0 up at half time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It weren't like West Brom played really great football and were fantastic and it was like, oh yeah, it was an even game. Liverpool absolutely hammered them and just missed a load of sitters. Mane, real talk, go and watch the highlights of that game. Mane should have had 6 goals in that game. Yeah, he was missing open goals for fun in that game.
Also, you've got to take into consideration that the last 2 games we've played against Brighton and West Brom, they've played without a centre forward. And that's, I mean, I'm not being funny. Even on Saturday, we could have, our back 4 could have been sweeping up off the snow off the pitch. So it was. I mean, let's get it right here. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe. To be honest with you, they were better off keeping with with Bilic because it's 4 goals. There's now 5 on against Leeds. Yeah, it's not goals they conceded at home in 2 games. They sacked a manager for that. Yeah, any better? And to put a manager that's been out of the game for a little while as well. And I don't know. I think
it was a weird appointment.
They need to have a look what they're doing. You know what I mean? When they were, I don't think, considering the resources he had, Bilic, I think he wasn't doing a bad job. And in fact, when they played Manchester City, I don't think they played too bad. That was under Bilic, and then he got the sack.
Yeah. And to put Sam Allardyce in when he ain't managed for years, it was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it?
Yeah, not only this, and all this bullshit about firefighter Allardyce. What a bloody joke that is as well. Jesus Christ. you know, what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. So this is an interesting story this morning coming out. Where is it? There we go. Willing Arsenal reportedly, I don't know if you'll consider Arsenal reportedly willing to offer Reiss Nelson in a player plus cash deal for Norwich City's Emi Bowinda. I don't know how you spell that. Pronouncing that. Norwich is, I think he's a winger, isn't he? He's another winger. Player plus cash deal. What do you think of that?
He's the flavour of the month. He is the January version of aouar. Yes, let's go and lower our standards even more because we've gone from aouar down to buendia. Yeah, okay, well done. We might as well just keep Reiss Nelson and play him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I like this geezer. I think he's a good footballer. Real talk, yeah. He's a decent footballer. There's a reason that nobody wanted him in the summer. And people can come at me and say, oh, that's coronavirus. Oh, it was this, it was that. Well, listen, let me tell you something now, yeah? This January transfer window, I'll be amazed if more than 250 million quid spent by all the teams. Because if you go and have a look at our January signings in the last 3 or 4 years, take out aubameyang, the rest have been absolute crap. Yeah, now, like I said, our fan base are very fickle. Our fan base are very reactionary. So, for example, all summer, oh, aouar. I was sick of hearing the geezer's name because our fans gassed this geezer up to be the next Messi. Well, he ain't. Yeah. Then we didn't sign him and everyone got gassed because we signed Partey instead, conveniently forgetting that we should have signed him as well. So now all the talk is not about aouar. It's now about a player who cost a quarter of the price. Oh, buendia. Oh, he's amazing. He's amazing. Well, where was all this talk in the summer when we could have got him for the same price then? Yeah. Exactly, flop. Reactionary. No. Yeah. He's a very good player at a shit team. All due respect to Delia. But there's a reason nobody wanted him at 15 million quid in the summer or 20 million, whatever he was. Why didn't anyone buy him? I don't get it. Why did nobody buy him? There's plenty of teams in this league that could have done with him in their team because he is a good player. This fetish that Arsenal fans have, that we need an attacking midfielder to create, is just pathetic. Do Liverpool have a creative midfielder? That's the team we're apparently copying, innit? Well, they ain't got a creative midfielder. Jordan Henderson don't create or score. Fabinho don't create or score. Gini Wijnaldum don't create or score. So why do we have this fetish about creative midfielder? I'll tell you why. Because of Mesut Ozil. We don't need a creative midfielder. We need a CM to sit next to Thomas Partey that is better than Granit Xhaka, Dani Ceballos and El Neni. That is what we need. We've got Saka who can create. We've got, on the left-hand side, Martinelli who can create. We've got Smith Rowe who can sit in front of them if we want to have that number 10. And then we've got our strikers. For me personally, he's a good player. He ain't good enough for Arsenal. Yeah, if you want to finish in the top 8, then he probably is good enough. If you actually want to go on and kick on and try and win a title and challenge for a title, he ain't nowhere near good enough. Yeah, simple as that. Simple as that.
I agree. But there's also Joe Willock been thrown into the thrown in there, trying to get offload Joe Willock as well. So.
But that just kind of sums it
rather getting rid of the deadwood, we're getting rid of all the young players. I don't get it.
That's Arsenal in a nutshell. They don't know their fucking arse from their elbow, mate. Yeah, and this is the thing, right? Like somebody in your chat says, big up to Joel Pereira. He goes, go for Buendia. Forget Buendia, go for Basuma. That's the guy. Stick Basuma next to Thomas Partey. All of a sudden, we're instantly better. Well, because Granit Xhaka ain't in there, El Neni and Ceballos ain't in there, then you can have your Smith Rowe. If Smith Rowe gets injured or needs a break, you can put Reiss Nelson at number 10. He played it for the reserves. And I don't particularly rate Reiss. You could put Saka at number 10 and play Pepe on the wing. Yeah, or even Reiss on the wing. So I don't necessarily think we need an attacking midfielder. We need a right back. We need a backup goalkeeper that's better than that crap that we've got. Yeah, and we need a proper CM to sit next to Partey. The fact that our fans, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of our fans are now getting their knickers in a twist about a geezer who plays for Norwich, who's bagged about 4 goals this season. Like, I don't get it. In the summer, we were gassing up a player who weren't even ripping it up for Leon that nobody's ever seen play football, mate. How are our fans gassing up Houssem Aouar when none of them watch the French league? You've seen him 2 games in the Champions League and you think he's a world beater? No. Well, because we're linked to him, he's suddenly a great player. They've not learnt nothing over the years, mate. Yeah, Buendia, good player, not good enough for where I want Arsenal to be.
No, well, exactly. And there's a Mitchell's come up with from Australia. Don't know why they're loaning out Saliba. They should sell the players that haven't done it for a few years. Play young players, at least they have a go. I don't understand what.
Trust the process.
I don't know what's going on with Saliba. I don't know what it's a total mismanagement from the whole club. I think I don't know what's going on. 1 minute he's homesick, 1 minute someone said he wants to play. I don't know. There's something not right. We're not being told the truth about it, and I think it's typical of the football club keeping it in house. We don't know what's going on with Saliba.
Yeah, something's gone seriously wrong there, isn't it?
Yeah, because you cannot tell me he's no better than what these other centre halves. We've got 8 centre halves at the moment, and you can't tell me he's not in as good as any of them that we've got. I can't see it myself, but if we've got to offload players, get rid of these players that don't really want to be here, like Luiz and Mustafi and Socrates and all this fucking rubbish. You know what I'm saying? Why are we loaning out a really top young? He's only 19. Give the man at least a game in the Europa League. See what he can do, because he could have actually played him in the Europa League and dropped someone else out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why, you know what I'm saying? Why instead of having Kolasinac and it was in the Europa League, we could have had him in. You know what I'm saying?
It's the same with Bellerin. Bellerin can do a deal this month to go overseas because he's got 6 months left. Right now, there's reports saying he wants 100 grand a week. Well, give it to him then. Give it to him.
I don't believe.
I'll tell you the easiest way to pay that 100 grand a week is sell the fucking other kid that stinks it out every time he comes on the pitch and Ketia. Sell him for 10 million quid. That covers Bellerin for 2 years' wages.
I think that's been put out deliberately by the club so that they can back what they're doing. I think.
But if he leaves, he'll go to Liverpool, yeah, because that's the club that are in for him. The fact that
Liverpool giving him 100 grand a week.
But the fact that Liverpool want him is enough for me to go, yo, if Liverpool want you, plus the fact that you've got you've got potential that we've all seen to kick on. And what you've got to ask yourself is, if he played a full season like Lacazette does, would he outscore Lacazette? That's debatable, isn't it? Yeah, it's not nailed on that Lacazette would score more goals in a league season than Bellerin.
Well, you see how young players have come in, haven't they? And they've absolutely taken the piss out of these older players, really, in a way.
Yeah. And this is the thing, there's a lot of people in your chat room. Big up everyone who is watching live in the chat. There's a lot of people saying, I'm smoking weed for offering this kid 100 grand a week. We're paying a geezer to sit on his sofa tweeting 350 grand a week. Why not throw 100 grand a week at a kid that could potentially be the next superstar at our club? We let Serge Gnabry walk away from this football club, and now we're all crying because he's ripping it up. This is another Serge Gnabry, trust me. Yeah, and I'll tell you something, right? When we're paying Kolasinac 140 grand a week, and we're paying Mustafi 100 grand a week, and we're paying Saka 100 grand a week, and that little Ponce at right back 116 grand a week. Next year it'll be 118 because it rises 2 grand a year, 2 grand a week every year. Yeah, I'd rather give 100 grand a week to that kid who I know is going to come into that team and smash it. Yeah,
you know,
I'd rather give it to him. And if it don't work out, you've protected his value, because that's what everyone keeps telling me about Rob Holding's deal. We're protecting his value. Well, let's protect this kid's value then and give him 100 grand a week. And if it don't work, in 2 years' time, we're selling for 30 grand, 30 million, 20 million, 10 million. You got your money back. You know, I don't get it.
No, I've been calling out all season for Smith Rowe at least to be given. He weren't even getting a chance in the Europa League, was he? And now suddenly, look what's happened.
Yep. Well, it's not rocket science, is it? The kids come in, they try out the calls.
Only these players were given the chance instead of giving all these players that don't even really want to be here. They're just here for the paycheck. Giving them opportunities and wasting half a fucking season. You know, this is why I'm not happy, Lee. Right? Everyone's going on, oh, no, you see, oh, do you see now? Oh, you lot moaning because of Arteta. Look now, your patience. We've lost half a fucking season here.
We've lost more games than we've won.
Fucking season. Hey?
We've lost more games than we've won, and people are getting gassed. Like, where's our standards?
You didn't have any patience, and now look, look
so,
at that.
Like I said, Zach put a tweet out saying everyone's getting gassed that we're playing Saka, Martinelli, and Smith Rowe. Now throw Bellerin, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and Saliba into that, yeah, and we'll start flying even more because they'll come in and they will try harder than these absolute clowns that he keeps picking. The problem is, Mikel Arteta's man management and decision making's in the gutter. It has been since he's been here, right? The fact that we're going to loan out Saliba after he's never played a first-team game for Arsenal Football Club is an absolute shambles, yeah? Absolute shambles. And that is on the manager and the hierarchy of this football club because he's decided to do that. He has allowed that to happen. You know, he has told them he ain't in my plans to get rid of him, right? The fact that he's offering Rob Holding a new contract, sorry, disgrace. The fact that he begged Bellerin to stay, disgrace. Xhaka to stay, disgrace. And people want to sit here and tell me, oh, trust the process. No, I ain't trusting anything that involves these bottle job players. Yeah, the players that I rate at this football club are the youngsters, Tierney, Gabriel, Thomas Partey, Pepe, and Abba. Yeah, Aubameyang. Yeah, although he's doing shit at the minute. Yeah, start playing him up front with a proper system around him. We might see the best of him. Yeah. Oh, but it worked last year. Yeah. What's that doing for us this year? Do you know what I mean? Just because he played well on the left wing last year, he weren't missing sitters every week because he was confident because every time he had a shot, it went in. Yeah. He's still getting the same amount of chances as last year. The difference is he ain't scoring them. You know, so put him in a system where we play him up front with Saka one side, Martinelli the next, with Smith Rowe, with Thomas Partey, go and get another CM, play Maitland-Niles at right back, put Saliba in at centre back with Gabriel and then Tierney. All of a sudden, you've got the makings of a decent little outfit there. Do you know what I mean? You've got Bellingham coming off the bench instead of Eddie. Go and sell Laka. Go and sell Eddie. Go and sell Bellerin. Start turning our season around. And then we can kick on. Instead, people are so sentimental. It is unbelievable, which is another reason. It's not just at Arsenal. That's another reason Lampard's not actually been sacked today. Because sentiment. No, oh, it's Lampard. He's our top scorer ever. He's a legend. Oh, we can't be disrespectful to Lampard. Why? It's your football club, mate. Yeah, there's no one person at this football club or any other football club that is bigger than the club. Arsenal Football Club is the star, as Kenny Ken says. Yeah, these kids are the future, not fucking Rob Holding or Bellerin. Yeah, play the kids in there, and I'll start trusting the process. Instead, he ain't. He's had one kid that he's put in there, Smith Rowe. And everyone now suddenly getting gassed. Well, what if he put 3 or 4 in there? Yeah, where would we be with 3 or 4 kids in there? Because I'll tell you now, last season, right, take the FA Cup win out, which was fantastic. What was the highlights of our season? Saka and Martinelli.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Ain't hard, is it?
There's someone in the chat saying, why would you give $100,000 to an unproven striker, Lee? But you know, at the end of the day, his contract's up. You've got no choice.
He's got 6 months left on his deal, which means he's going to leave to go to Liverpool for nothing at the end of this season. I've seen enough from him to know that he's better than Nketiah. Yeah, and Nketiah's on 40 grand a week.
It's not a high level, but Europa League is not. It's quite a level. It's better than the level that he's playing in at the moment in the under-23s.
Well, not only that though, Claude, right? When he's come on in games, he came on in a Premier League game. I think it was against, was it Brighton? And Kolasinac didn't pass him the ball. No, it might have been Chelsea, actually. He was clean through on goal. Yeah, I don't know what game it was. It was recently.
Oh, no, man.
Played straight through the middle to him.
Man City in the... I know what you're talking about. Man City in the Carabao Cup.
That's it, the Cup. And Kolasinac could have passed the ball straight clean through to him, yeah? Right, he made the run. That bit of intelligence of that run is levels above that kid in Nketiah. Yeah. The way he held the ball up for Willock's goal in the Europa League, he's a big guy and he was holding off a massive centre-back, a fully grown man, yeah? Massive centre-back. He's holding him off, spun it round to Willock who scored. Where's Eddie and Nketiah doing that? No. Lacazette would have fell over because that's what Lacazette does. He just falls over, you know? So to give him $100,000 a week, yeah, it sounds outrageous. Well, our wage bill's outrageous anyway because we're playing over the odds for shit footballers. Why not actually give a kid with a load of promise and potential the opportunity? If it doesn't work out, then yeah, it'll look a bad move. But you've now secured a kid up who could potentially kick on and be one of the best young players in the world. Yeah. Instead, we're going to let him leave for nothing, and Liverpool are making one of the best young players in the world. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I say saying now, he'll get on Liverpool's bench. He can't even get in our squads.
Also, I've got to ask the club why are they taking so long to tie this kid down? Why have they taken a player of his potential? This is another thing I've got to look at. In the mismanagement of this whole club and the way it's been managed. How are these players allowed to run their contracts down like they have? I mean, if you can see that this guy's got a lot of potential, surely a deal should have been offered a long time before now.
Exactly.
We're facing the possibility of using a very. Remember, I can still remember Andy Cole losing Andy Cole when he was.
Yeah.
You couldn't get in, and then
Mate, this has been a long line of fuck ups at this football club, going back to Andy Cole and then Ashley Cole, and all the way down. Then fourth is the trophy and all that bollocks, and then from then on, and that Lee Dixon put a tweet out yesterday or the day before when we played, and when Maitland-Niles came on, he had the tights on. He said, "Tights in a football match, the game's gone." I quoted it and said, "No, Lee, the game went the day Arsene Wenger said fourth place is a trophy, mate." Yeah, that was when the game was gone because now third loser is a trophy. That was when the game's gone. Not Maitland-Niles running around in tights, which was pathetic anyway. Yeah, but the game was gone when you accept anything less than first spot as Arsenal. Yeah, and it ain't good enough, mate. And the thing is, Balogun, it ain't. Listen, 100 grand a week's a lot of money for a kid that's unproven. I get that. I get people in the chat and not having it. Yeah, but at the same time, go and get rid of Eddie Nketiah to fucking Bristol City or someone who want him. They'll pay 8 to 10 million quid for him. You've covered Balogun's wages for 2 years, and now you've elevated him into the first team squad. You know, so instead of bringing Eddie Nketiah off the bench, you're bringing Balogun off the bench. You know, Balogun's a completely different striker to Eddie Nketiah. He can hold the ball up. He can run in behind. He's quick. He's strong. He can score goals. Eddie Nketiah is too small to play as a striker. It's way too small. He can't hold the ball up.
I've just seen Sky Sports putting Tierney as player of the weekend up here.
Yeah, come on, my captain.
Voting for him. It's between him and Pogba, and apparently
my captain.
Anyway, yeah, I thought he was outstanding. I thought Saka was outstanding as well. I thought he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And you know what? I'm watching him, and I'm thinking, what? This kid's only 20. Is he 20 now? 20?
19, I think still.
19, and look how it just goes to show you. Mitchell said, I'll get to some of these before they go off the screen. Isn't Kolasinac off contract this year? We've got a few other players coming off contract. Surely the club can afford to put 100 million on the table for him.
Well, Kolasinac deal's up next year, I think. I think it's 2022, the same as Holding, I think. But he makes a good point. Big up to you, Mitchell. He makes a good point because we have got Socrates coming off. We have got Luiz coming off. Ozil coming off. Who's the other one? Danny Ceballos to be going back. We're paying some or most of his wages, if not all of it. You know, who's the other one? Mustafi. So there's like 600-700 grand a week coming off. Why not go, yo, do you know what? We'll take a chance on you, Balogun. We'll take a chance on you. And do you know what? I said this before. If Arsenal had any bollocks about them, yeah, 600 grand a week over a year is a lot of fucking money. It's over 30 million quid a year in wages we're saving, yeah? Why not just go and buy Jack Grealish? Just test them. Just say, yeah, we'll give you 80 million. Yeah, because that's the player we need, a player of that mould that can play CM. He can play left wing. He can play right wing. He can play number 10. He can play false 9. He's a playing fucking goal. He's that good. Yeah, he is class. Not this fucking Buendia guy that nobody wanted in the summer. Yeah, come on, man. Seriously.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Brian Gunner says, does anyone know if we kept the receipt for Willian?
Well, another one of his favourites. Yeah, came off the bench at the weekend. Where was Martinelli?
Yeah.
Where was Pepe?
Yeah.
Why is Willian coming on? You know, and this is the thing, and this is why when people want to sit there and tell me to trust the process, Well, number one, it's a process set up by the owner that nobody likes. Number two, it's then filtered down to Edu, which a lot of people are questioning. It's also filtered to a board that are fucking clueless. And then we got a manager who's picking the likes of Willian over Pepe. I'm sorry, mate. I ain't trusting none of that. I'll trust that process.
Freddie's gone, oh, yeah, just throw 80 million at a player. Jesus Christ, it's not a money tree.
Yeah, well, let's just give 153 million pound over 8 years to Mesut Ozil then instead, yeah? Yeah.
That doesn't
let's just do that instead, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like, come on.
Get with the market now, mate.
Did you not think before writing that out, mate? Real talk.
Yeah. Exactly.
You deserve Willian, mate. Yeah, I deserve Jack Grealish. Yeah, seriously. Like, imagine writing that. Can't rely on a young Brazilian lad every game.
Plus, Pepe's been off form. He deserves the bench right.
Disagree. Pepe's not been off form. Pepe's actually scored more goals this season than the wonder kid that everyone keeps gassing up, Saka. Yeah, he scored more goals than him, and he's played less minutes. So this is where I keep it a little bit realistic. While Saka's been fantastic for the last 2 games, Saka's season this season has been very poor. Yeah, very poor. Yeah, Pepe has played less minutes and scored more goals. Output, Pepe's scoring more than Saka this season, and he will hardly play compared to Saka.
This is an interesting one. It says, Lee, I feel we should sell Lacazette in January, but unless he signs
100%.
Elsie will also run down his contract. Yeah, I agree with you there, but he's starting to show a bit of form, isn't he? I mean, I don't know.
Still sell him. He's got 18 months left, Claude. He comes down to that last 1 year, he's leaving for nothing. Yeah, that 1 year kicks in the summer. As soon as we hit 30th or 1st of July, he's into the last year. Why would he leave? Now, and this is why when people sit there and tell me, oh, yeah, but we've got so many players that are out of contract. We could do the business in January. Why is Mustafi leaving in January when he can get a signing on fee in 6 months?
Yeah.
Why is he doing that? Why is Mesut Ozil leaving when he can do the same? Why would Socrates? Maybe Socrates would do it because he hasn't had any game time. I don't know. But Mustafi ain't. It's mad.
I'll tell you another player like at Villa is that McGinn. I think he's another terrific player. Very underrated, mate. That McGinn, I think he's another good player. I wouldn't mind in my team. I tell you, I'd have their whole midfield, to be honest with you.
Mate, I'd have their right back, I'd have their goalkeeper, I'd have their whole midfield, and I'd have their fucking striker. Like, come on, man. Should we just play Aston Villa?
He's gone a bit off form, isn't he, Ollie Watkins, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit out of form at the moment.
Hit a bit of a wall at the moment.
He's still quality, though. He's still decent. Yeah, he's still a good player. And this is the thing. You're going to get that with these players because he's come into a new league from the Championship. He started off like a house on fire, and then he's hit a wall. Yeah, he'll come back. He's a quality player, man. That guy don't stop moving on the football pitch. Somebody said in the chat, comparing Saka to Pepe is a bit silly. Pepe came with a 70 million reputation. Well, he didn't. The club paid 70 million for him. He didn't come with a 70 million reputation. He came with a reputation because our fans gassed him up so high because we were signing him and not Man United.
It's not really 70 million because it's 50 million and 20 million in someone else's pocket.
Yeah, and he ain't even a 50 million pound footballer. Yeah, I like Pepe. I think he's class. But this is where I tend to kind of rein it in and not get too gassed with Saka. Yeah, I like Saka. I think he's going to be a top class footballer. But because he's played 2 very good games recently, very good games, yeah, to the point where I gave him 10 out of 10 in the last one, yeah, doesn't erase 18 games where he's been bang average this season. But because he's a kid and because he didn't cost anything and because he came through Hale End, yeah, people will give him a bit more of a chance, which I totally agree with. But don't then sit and slag off the 70 million pound man who didn't pick his own price. Yeah, the 70 million pound man might have scored in the Europa League against 3 different teams. Whoopee. That's because your manager ain't picking him in the Premier League. But don't get it twisted. Yeah, don't get it twisted. I think I'm right in saying he's only 1 goal behind Saka in the Premier League. And he's barely featured. So, you know, he came off the bench and won us the game against Sheffield United, Pepe. This Pepe hate fest, I don't get it. It's not his fault that he ain't getting picked. It's the manager. He keeps picking Willian.
Yeah, someone says, is Lacazette playing for a new contract or for a move? Yeah, that
Hopefully
could be
a move.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, because I've got to say though that our form in the last few games, it has been down to his inclusion, isn't it? A bit. I mean, he came on the other night and he changed the game, didn't he?
He got the winner against Brighton, didn't he? Yeah, good finish that as well. The way he arced that round Lewis dunk was quality, man.
Now I understand about. I mean, in the end, he got it right with the substitution, but I don't know how aubameyang walks straight back in the team. The way we're playing at the moment, he shouldn't be just walking straight back in like that. It's just ridiculous.
Mate, can I just raise a point? There's a guy in your chat that says I'm chatting shit about Saka, yeah? Winston Gordon. Enough of this foolishness, Lee. Later, Saka's been poor. Shake my head. Name me 5 games this season Saka's been fucking brilliant then. Take out the last 2, yeah? Now name me another 3 he's been brilliant this season. You can't, because there hasn't been. And this is why I don't get gassed. This is why I'm not reactionary. He has had an average season, Saka. He's played very, very well in 2 games, and everyone's brain has erased everything before that, which is why we are fucking 11th, because we have got thousands upon thousands of people that see a player have 2 good games and forget everything that's happened before. I like Saka. I think Saka's class. To say he's had a fantastic season is a joke. He's had 2 good games, yeah? 2 good games, and then maybe 1 dribble against Southampton. Where's that? And like the thing is, I'm not getting on his case, but when people want to slander Pepe and use Saka as the benchmark, well, sorry, mate. Pepe's played less and done more product in terms of goals this season than the kid that everyone's gassing after 2 games. Like, come on, man. Like, there's enough people in this chat going, oh, he's only 19. And? What's his age got to do with anything? I swear, these people are thick as shit, bruv. I don't get it.
No.
This is the thing. Xhaka scores a goal the other night. Yeah. Oh, Xhaka. He does this every game, but it's just he doesn't get the praise because we were losing. Well, hang on, mate. When was the last time he scored about he does this every game? You absolute wrong-uns. Yeah. Seriously. It's mad. Yeah. And people sit there. Oh, Hector Bellerin. Oh, wow. He's had a couple of good games. Guess what? That was Hector Bellerin at the weekend, dropping a fucking 2 out of 10 because he is shit. Yeah. So let's not gas these players up after 2 games. Let's gas them up after 22 games or 32 games or 42 games. You know, Saka has been decent in the last 2 games. Very decent. Top class performances. To sit and say that he's been brilliant this season, no, he ain't. Stop lying to yourselves. Stop lying to yourselves.
I think because of his age as well, he's gonna have that.
I lay off of him, but the gas that people are putting on him for 19 will let him develop then, instead of gassing him up to be the best player in the fucking world. Making out he's amazing. He's
the problem with the fan base.
But Claude, he's had 2 good games, mate. Yeah, everyone's forgotten the 18 appearances where he didn't do anything. You know, come on. Nobody's named me 3 other games he's been brilliant this season other than the last 2. Nobody's done that because guess what? There ain't 3 other games. Yeah. So to sit there and say Pepe this and Pepe that, no, I'm not having it. Yeah. Because Pepe has played fucking less time than this guy. Regardless of his price tag, he's been fucked about, Pepe. Yeah. I'm happy we've got them both here. But at the same time, the way our fans react to 2 good performances has been the same for a decade or more, which is why we are fucked. Yeah, 2 good games and everything's forgotten about the past. No, it ain't. Not with me. Yeah, I expect better from everyone.
Yeah. The signature says, I rate Saka, but everyone raved against his everyone raved against his assist and turn of pace against the 6'7" damn bum. Mike rated him 3 years ago and not now. Who's this damn bum? Who are they talking about?
That was their centre-back that he blitzed for pace. But this is the thing. Saka's going to come up against players that are better than what we've played, and he's going to do well and he's going to struggle. That's part of his development. I get that. And people are getting this way twisted, yeah? that I'm hating on Saka. I'm not hating on Saka one bit. I rate Saka. I think he's fucking brilliant. But I'm also realistic. I'm not going to sit here and gas him up after 2 good performances when he's had 18 at a bang average. Nobody can give me 3 games other than the last 2 that we've played where he's been brilliant, because it hasn't happened. Yeah, and that's my point. And it's not a dig at Saka because he's played 7 different positions this season, you know. But at the same time, you know, for everyone who's sitting there gassing up a player after 2 games, they're slagging off a geezer who's had more output this season. Come on.
You know, it's now that he's playing in that position that he is, now he's coming good, isn't it?
So he's been brilliant the last 2 games. Fantastic.
What you've got to ask the manager is, why is it taking him up until now, January, to realise that's where his best position is?
But but Claude, is it his best position? That's the point. Because if you look back to last season, these performances in the last 2 games that Saka's put in, he was doing every week last season. Up until when he signed that contract and then got benched. Yeah, he was doing it week in, week out. Do you remember we played Everton and we went 1-0 down and Kolasinac went off injured in the first half? He brings Saka off the bench. Inside 3 minutes of being on the pitch, he whips a beautiful cross in Eddie and Nketiah 1-0. Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? Saka was doing this week in, week out, which is why I'm not getting gassed after he's had 2 performances in 20. Because he was doing this every week last year. Yeah? And this is where people don't get it. Like, I don't get it. People say, oh, he's not a left back. Well, he played left back because Tierney was injured. Then he went back to left wing when Tierney came back in. Then he's played attacking mid. He's played CM. He's played left fucking forward. He's played fucking right forward. You know, 2 good games does not eradicate the games before that. Yes, he's a kid, so you give him more time. But don't compare him to Pepe, saying that Pepe's shit and he's brilliant, because Pepe's had more of an output in less games. Yeah, and the fact and reality is, you're judged on goals as an attacking player.
Wasn't he playing on the left more?
Yeah, he was playing down the left wing all season.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But now he's been playing. Now he's put him on the right. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is that isn't he better on that right hand side? That's what I'm trying
in the last 2 games he has, but at the same time, look at the level of opposition. Yeah. Let's see when we come. Let's see, when we come up against Alex Telles, who's a proper decent left back, he's a very good left back. Shall we see if Saka's smashing it then? If he does, then fair fucking play, because Telles is a good left back. You know, when you're coming up against Kieran Gibbs, who was finished fucking years ago, it's a lot easier. You know, when you're coming up against I don't even know who the left back for Brighton is. You know, but it's a little bit easier. When you're coming up against top class left backs, then we'll see. But so I'm not slagging Saka off. I think he's a good player. Yeah. But I'm also not sitting here going on like he's the fucking second coming of Ronaldinho. Yeah. Come on, man. Seriously, 2 good games don't eradicate the poor games this season. Not for me, anyway. It does for a lot of our fan base, because a lot of our fan base used to forgive Wenger after fucking 8-2s, mate. Yeah. Because he'd go and win 4-0 against fucking Sunderland the next week. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's another super chat. After beating relegation threatened Brighton and West Brom, our fans are calling Smith Road the next Xavi. We are battling in Man United when they were level on points. And now they're level on points.
Exactly. Yeah. It's mad.
Xavi.
It's mad. Bro, people are calling him Xavi, Kevin De Bruyne, Emil Smith-Bruyne. Yeah. Like, it's mad. Can I just read this comment as well? Because this guy's put a very good comment in there. Big up to that guy, Raj, as well. You're spot on, mate. It's hilarious. This is why I don't get on with many Arsenal fans, mate. There you go. Aditya says, Saka missed chances against Man City, Liverpool and Leeds in the league this season. If that was Pepe missing them, everyone would be crying about it. But because he's 19... and because he come through Hale End, he gets away with it, which is cool. I understand. I totally agree with that. That's how it should be. But don't then sit there and cuss off Nicola Pepe when he's come off the bench and won us games and make out that he's crap and he's overrated and he's this and he's that. If you played Nicola Pepe the amount of times Saka's played this season, Pepe would be on double figures for goals. It's mad. And the hypocrisy is just outstanding. But I expect nothing less.
Lee Claude 9. This is from Wolves 9. Lee Claude. If Arteta starts meeting objectives that you asked for. Can he
You
turn
need your glasses on, Claude.
Hey? Oh,
you need your glasses on, mate. I'll read it. Go on. Lee Claude, if Arteta starts meeting objectives that you've asked for, can he turn you two around? Really interested. He won't be turning me around unless he wins the title, mate. Which he won't, because he won't be here long enough. He'll be sacked soon enough.
Yeah.
Because he ain't good enough. And let's be real, the league's been very poor this season in terms of quality. Nobody's really put a sustained run together. I know Liverpool have only lost one game and they play tonight, but teams have been slapping teams all season. 6-1 at Old Trafford. Man City lost like 5 or 6 to Leicester. There's been some mad results this season. If we had a proper manager in charge with that squad, we could potentially be fucking challenging for a title this season. And this is why when people sit there and tell me, oh, you can't challenge for a title, you can't expect it overnight. You can't. Well, why not? Leicester got it overnight. Chelsea under Conte got it overnight. And we're, 10 points off the top of the table? And we've lost 8 games. With a proper manager that's got experience of the Premier League, we could be potentially up there challenging for a title right now. But no, we have to trust the process. But there you go. What does Lee Gunner know? What does he know?
Hello, Claude and Lee. Do you think we can win the Europa League this season? It's possible. I mean, but there's a lot of good teams in it now, isn't there? I'm not being funny. There's Man United's in it from England. Never mind.
Ajax are in it. That's a hard team. Salzburg.
Even the team we've got to play in the next round's not going to be easy.
Benfica, yeah, they were in Rangers group, weren't they?
Rangers, God, I can't.
Oh, they're smashing it, man.
I can't.
Steven fucking Gerrard, mate. Would you take fucking Stevie G at Arsenal, Claude? Would you take Stevie fucking Gerrard?
Imagine manager when he's just in Scotland.
Steven fucking Gerrard, mate.
It's even now turning into a 1-team league, never mind 2-team league.
It's mad, isn't it?
But when you think where Rangers were a few years ago and where they are now, they were miles behind Celtic, and now suddenly they've caught up.
Steven Gerrard, mate, trust the process. This is what Arsenal fans will be telling us now, Claude. Yeah, if Gerrard can do it at Rangers, Arteta can do it at Arsenal.
Big up, Claude and Lee. Do you think Lampard should leave, or can he turn it around?
He's getting sacked. It doesn't matter whether he should leave. Their fans are getting him out. He'll be gone.
What's his name? Is it the Dan? The one you do.
Dammy. Yeah, Dammy's fuming, bruv. Yeah, he's fuming. He is not happy. But do you know what? Right, I said this to him because he's like, I'm not saying I'm Lampard out because he's a club legend. I was like, Dammy, sentiment's killed Arsenal for a decade, mate. You do not want sentiment at your football club. Yeah. Oh, we can't sack him because it's Lampard. Well, why? No one person is bigger than the football club. Yeah, including Lampard, including anyone at Arsenal. No one's bigger than Arsenal. So, yeah, man.
Because if that was, say, Sarri or anyone else, they'd be fucking all going mad, wouldn't they? Get him out, get him out. But there seemed to be patience with Lampard. But I could see this happening with them, because I could see that happening because the pressure's on him this season. Last season, he had young players, right? Yep. He had no pressure. But this year, what he's done, I think he's bought too many players and trying to integrate.
I was on with James Redmond last night on his channel, on his Liverpool channel. Big up to him. He said that basically it's like he's just got a bunch of strangers running around. You've put 5, 6, 7 players all in a team together like that. They don't know each other, and then you're expecting them to go out there and smash it. I don't get it, mate.
Happy New Year from Lee Chappie.
Big up to Lee Chappie.
He's doing well with his channel. Good luck with your channel, mate. You're doing really well, and well done.
Yesterday. Way more subs.
Well done yesterday. Third in the league now, isn't it? You know what? Talking about Chelsea, I can't have that. I can't have him, Timo Werner, mate. I can't have him. I just watching him.
No, Claude. No.
I'm watching him. I'm thinking this is Morata too. I do. I just watching it. What is he doing? What's he giving Chelsea there?
He scored 8 goals this season, Claude. That's one less than Lacazette, yeah, in all comps. but he's banged 6 assists if you want to count assist stats. Not that I would, but for a player who's having a shit season, he's been involved in a third of their goals. And that's not bad. Yeah, he's been shit for the last 7 or 8 games, but he ain't a left winger. He can't dribble. Yeah, he's like Vardy. Get him in and around the penalty box, he'll finish 9 times out of 10. You know, this season he's been poor in the last couple of games, but again, a couple of games done right off what he's done before that, and what he's done before that was score goals. You know, and play with confidence.
I mean, you've probably seen him more than me, but I'm only going from what I've seen him in the league this year, and probably a lot of them goals were in the Champions League against Krasinja. What is it? The teams that they were playing.
Still got to score them, mate. Still got to score them.
Yeah, but it's like comparing what we've done in what we've done against in the Europa League. Some of them teams in that Champions League are just as bad as the teams that you get in the Europa League.
Just as bad.
Exactly. That's why I don't get carried away in the last couple of days. I'm not getting carried away. I'd say it's great, but I'm not getting carried away like someone on my channel is getting carried away. Oh, Jesus Christ, and stopped in the last couple of days going mad about it. Oh, we're only 3 points behind Chelsea now. You know,
but Claude, let me just say something, right? Why is it right that people, why would anybody say, oh, we're only 3 points behind Chelsea? Why are you picking the worst team out of the last season's top 4 in terms of league position this season as the benchmark? That tells me all I need to know, yeah, that your standards are in the gutter if you are picking the 4th place team from last season because they're struggling at the moment. Why don't you pick the team that are sat fucking top and say we're 10 points behind them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah? Oh, because that don't fit the narrative. We're 10 points off the top. That's where I want to be. That's where you want to be. Why would you say we're 3 behind Chelsea? Who gives a fuck about Chelsea unless they're top of the table? Because then that's where I want to be. Yeah, but Arsenal fans do it all the time. We're the only club who do it, mate. We're 3 points behind the worst placed team out of last season's top 4. We do it every fucking year. And that's because we've got so-called super fans that chat absolute bollocks. Yeah, and all these little fucking 14-year-olds that suck them off on Twitter say the same. Oh, we're only 3 points behind Chelsea. I don't care about them, mate. We're 10 behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
And they got a game in hand tonight. If they win that, we're 13 behind. How about have a look at them? Yeah, fuck Chelsea. Excuse me, boss. What team you support? Can't you see?
But this is what I'm saying. Lampard and Arteta are equally incompetent. One is more ruthless owner, and hence will lose his job, while the other will continue.
Exactly. They've also got a more ruthless fan base, mate, because their fans ain't having it.
So as your, I mean, I'm going to ask the question to you, Lee, because as your opinion when Arteta since the weekend, is it starting to waver? Different going
no.
Like this. I see a lot of. I call our fan base like a swingometer. You know what I mean?
Swingometer.
It goes like that. You know what I mean?
Swingometer. No, Claude. I said this guy is not going to turn me around unless he wins a title. He ain't good enough. Yeah, in a league, like I said, right. If we had Ancelotti as our manager, for example, right, who by the way is still above us, David fucking Moyes is still above us. David Moyes. Yeah, come on. If we had Ancelotti as our manager this season, we'd be challenging for a title right now. I fully believe that.
It's like,
I fully believe it. The way this league has gone this season, we would be challenging for a title right now with Ancelotti. Fully believe that.
Yeah.
Claude, we're 10 points, 10 points off the top, right? And we've lost 8 fucking games.
Yeah, the only reason we're only 10 points off the top because even Liverpool have not been consistent this year, have they?
Exactly, which is why when people sit there and go, "Oh, you want to challenge for a title? Don't you know? You try." Rome weren't built in a day. Well, with a proper manager, we would be challenging this season the way the season's gone, innit? Yeah, we wouldn't be getting spanked 3-0 by Villa. We wouldn't be getting fucking pumped left, right, and centre by shit teams. You know, if you had a proper manager, we would be challenging for a title right now.
Some of our fan base complaining about Man United claiming their joint top and all that, rather than worrying about our own fucking.
Bro, that's the problem. Like I said, super fans. Yeah, soon, and it's the easiest win to slag off other teams, because if you are one of these self-proclaimed super fans who dine at the big boy table and you're on the little table, yeah, who think they're bigger than everyone else, when you're sitting there slagging off the fan base of one of the biggest clubs in world football, it's all well and good because everyone's going to come and have and watch your videos because you're slagging that person off or you're slagging that club off. Yeah. Then when they beat you, they're going to come back and watch you again and take the piss and laugh. It's an easy fucking win. I could sit and slag Man United off left, right and centre. I'm not going to, because I actually feel sorry for their fans. Yeah, because they're going through the same as us. Yeah, they were a fucking top of the table team winning titles the same as us. You know, now, if you want to sit there and slag Chelsea off, oh yeah, Lampard, slag Chelsea off. Again, it's another big win. I don't slag other teams off, Claude. When Arsenal was sat top of the fucking league with a title and we're champions, then I'll sit and have a laugh at other teams. Until then, you're only doing it for clicks. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah, and people say that, oh yeah, but you slagged the club off for clicks. I'd get more clicks if I was sucking off Arteta and Ozil. I would have got more views. Because if I was an Ozil fangirl or an Arteta fangirl, I'd get more views. I don't do it. I build my channel organically. Yeah, because I ain't interested in slagging off Man United. I'm more interested in why my club are shit.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. I mean, Chelsea fan base and management were ruthless to Sarri, even though he won the Europa League, and we are like him.
Yeah,
we like give him 4 winders. Yeah, exactly. How many times have you heard all this about 3 or 4 winders? I've been hearing that for about 5 years. Yeah, so don't forget, everyone, we've got a game on tonight on, I've just been reminded, Southampton, Liverpool watch-along. You doing any watch-alongs this week, Lee?
No. No, I probably won't be, to be honest, mate. I'll just be doing, who we got next? Palace, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be doing Palace. I'll be doing a show with Dammy at some point this week.
Because sometimes I see you doing the Chelsea watch-alongs with Dammy, didn't you? But you're not doing that anymore.
No. Do you know what it was? Because I was moving out of the Airbnb at the weekend. By the time I got back to here,
right,
I wouldn't have had time to sell it all up and do it, which is why I didn't do the Man City game with him. But yeah, we will be doing them. And he'll be coming on this week at some point just to do it like.
Where are you residing at the moment then? Where are you residing?
The in-laws.
Oh, the in-laws.
Right, the last time I came here, right, was March, sorry, yeah. And I spelled Terrera wrong, fuck's sake. Yeah, the last time I came here was March, and I came here just for a week, yeah, and ended up being here 4 months. And it looks like we could be going into a lockdown again.
Yeah, and that does that affect you going back to Spain?
I ain't got a passport anyway that's valid. I need to, in fact, I'm going to do that in a minute. I need to renew my passport because we're out of the EU now. Yeah. I need to have 6 months on my passport. I've only got 3.5. So I need to order a new passport, which is going to take 2 to 3 weeks to get here. So I'm here until the end of January, mate.
Yeah, it looks, someone said Dammy didn't do the game yesterday. Oh.
No, he was on Carefree Lewis's watch-along.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he was on his watch-along.
I went on there just to wind them up a bit. I just for a laugh went on there. That one of the Chelsea fan channels yesterday, and yeah, I don't know who's going to be first. I think Lampard will be before Arteta, though, where it looked like the other way around a few weeks ago. But let's have a look here. Trust the process, league. Too stubborn to give any credit where it's due to the manager.
Yeah, you obviously didn't watch my player ratings then, mate.
Exactly. And
yeah,
I said there was
hang on. You obviously didn't watch the beginning of this stream either. Rewind the stream and go and watch the beginning where I said, yeah, big up. You got to give Mikel Arteta props for playing Saka on the right wing for the last 2 games. Did you miss that bit, mate? Yeah, it doesn't fit your fucking narrative either, yeah? Right, people like that, I rate them, though, because they come with that energy all the time. I will trust a process that doesn't consist of an owner that none of you lot like. Why are you trusting a process backed by an owner, yeah, and headed up by an owner that none of you fuckers like? Why are you trusting that? What is the process? Somebody tell me, because I'm still waiting. What is the process? The process is, let's just be super sickly positive just because it makes us feel better, because I'm a positive fan. Yay. We're fucking 11th. Yeah. We're 11th in the table in January. Sorry, mate. Stick your process.
Who will replace Lampard if he's sacked, do you think?
Probably Nagelsmann. I reckon they'd go and get Nagelsmann. Maybe Allegri.
Knowing the history of Abramovich, I think it's a certainty Allegri.
You reckon?
It's Italian manager. He's known to go for Italian managers, isn't he? Ancelotti, Conte, Sarri. You know, I think he'll go for another. I think he'll go for the number one guy. I think, and he is available.
He can speak English, despite what people are saying. Yeah, he can actually speak English. I see an interview he did when he was in English.
Someone said he has been taking English lessons. So
yeah, no. To be fair, he could already speak it, mate. Somebody put a tweet up the other day of him when he was at Juve, and he spoke to the reporter in English, and that was when he was at Juve. He ain't been a manager for time. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. He actually owns a house in West London as well, and his daughter goes to college, uni in London. So it wouldn't surprise me. And if they get a decent manager in there, watch how quick Timo Werner starts turning it around, because he is fucking brilliant, that geezer. Yeah, and people can laugh at him all they like. Yeah, I'd rather ask the question as to why aubameyang ain't scoring, mate, not fucking Timo Werner.
Who are you blocking, Lee? Someone said you're blocking everyone on your channel.
I ain't blocking anyone, mate. My mods block. I don't block anyone.
No, I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm not blocking. In fact, the man saying I'm blocking on your channel, I'm sitting here building a thumbnail and setting a stream up, mate. What are you chatting about?
It's talking shit. I mean, I think maybe one of our other mods are doing it. I don't know.
My phone's locked, mate.
But
yeah? if you're building a thumbnail,
that's why you're getting blocked. Whatever the situation, they can't.
Chat shit. You're blocked.
Great show again, Claude and Lee. Thank you for that, Ryan. Thank you so much. These super fans are like super trolls. Yeah, true.
Yeah, mate. Listen. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. The whole comment section is filled up with fucking idiots telling me I'm deluded. Because guess what? I'm still going to be sitting here saying what I say. Ain't stopping me, is it?
We've done that one, yeah. No, apparently we got. You said we got Palace next.
Yeah.
Newcastle. I forgot about that. It's the FA Cup, isn't it?
Oh, of course it is. Yeah. Of course it is. Newcastle Cup game. Andy Carroll's back in the goals. He scored at the weekend against Leicester. First time he scored a Newcastle goal for a decade. So obviously he left, didn't he, for a little bit? And he's come back again. But yeah, he was in the goals at the weekend, mate.
Leicester, Arsenal, Turkish is class. Yeah, he's a good guy. Turkish. Yeah, Laura Woods. Yeah, you're a big favourite of Laura Woods, aren't you?
Oh dear, oh dear.
I wouldn't kick it out. Our fans have the right to make fun of other. Our fans have the right to make fun of other teams. Yeah, if you do it in a funny sort of way, but not to do it constantly. There are certain.
Hang on. Whoa. Based on what? Based on what? Oh yes, Chelsea. Chelsea. Oh, Man United. You're sat joint top. Do you realise how dumb that sounds? Come on, how are you laughing at a team that are sat joint top?
Yeah.
Fucking deluded, mate. I'm sorry. Listen, I will not laugh at another club, that are doing better than us. When we're doing better than them, that's when I'll laugh. Until then, no. And there is fucking hundreds of thousands of people that have that attitude of, oh, let's laugh at United. Oh, yeah, we're pointing up at you because you're so high up the table. That is exactly why this club is.
It's like, as you said, a certain idiot on Saturday was going on about,
Mate, that geezer, fuck him. Yeah. It's all premeditated. I've said it a million times before. Ain't interested in fuck all that geezer's got to say. There we go. It is what it is. It's still there, mate. He's froze, isn't he? Look, Claude's froze. Looks like I'm in charge now then. Claude's froze. Happy days. But no, it's mad. I don't understand how you can laugh at someone that's doing better than you. Then again, it does make sense because the amount of people that come in chat rooms and take the piss and give me shit when they're not doing better than me is funny as fuck. Hence why they laugh at teams for doing better than them.
Sorry, mate. I don't know what happened there. I was being cut off. There's something going wrong with the internet in here, mate. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, mate. I was cut off, mate. No, I mean it's like we were told to. The rats were told to go in hiding at the weekend. You know,
cool. Let me just say this, yeah, right. Cockroaches, yeah, hibernate during cold times. Yeah, cold weather. Cockroaches, yeah, that's fact. They actually hibernate. So as soon as it drops below a certain temperature, yeah, cockroaches hibernate. So when Arsenal are losing, yeah, the temperature's low, isn't it? So all the cockroaches hide. When the temperature rises again, i.e. 3 wins in a row, all of a sudden they come carrying out their fucking hibernation. Yeah? What, you think 3 wins in a row changes my view on this manager? That is the problem. And you've got people like that particular person that just chat absolute fucking bollocks. They don't believe the shit they're spouting, mate. Yeah? No. Same particular person used to rate Mesut Ozil despite going home and away for nearly 40 years, seeing Liam Brady and players like that. Yeah, really? Well, maybe that's because Ozil's got a bigger fucking following on social media than Arsenal, which means you'll get more clicks. I ain't dumb. Yeah, come on, man. Seriously. Unbelievable.
Next time he drops his fucking trousers, at least clean your ass, mate. Anyway. Anyway, we'll leave it at that. Listen, mate, thank you so much. I mean, I know you've got a busy schedule today, so I won't keep you too long, mate. I know you've been on a busy. You've got to do your transfer thing as well, and
25 minutes I'll be live.
They're coming on. Tell everybody when it's coming on. Your thing, your next thing.
25 minutes I'll be live.
Yeah, all right. 25 minutes. Lee will be live on his show.
Up just now, so yeah.
And of course, are we all back on Friday on yours?
Yeah, Friday, man.
Is it Friday? Because it keeps changing. Well, last week it was Thursday. But...
No. Back to Fridays now because that was New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and Christmas Day would changed it. But yeah, other than that, back to Fridays now. Yeah. Today I'll be doing that transfer video.
And then you've got 4 o'clock.
I'll have rants on, which will be good because we've won 2 games in a row at the same time, which is kind of cool. So yeah, man.
And then you've got
Turkish on tonight, 9 o'clock. Probably about 8 o'clock, actually. I need to double check the time with him. It might be 8 o'clock.
Right. So
yeah.
Okay.
So thanks for having me on, mate. Appreciate it.
Oh, no, brilliant, mate. And thanks for coming on, and it's been fun. Thank you for everyone in the chat, and hope you all have a good week ahead, and stay safe because it's not nice out there at the moment. People dropping like flies at the moment, so let's stay safe. And you know, I don't know. Another thing, by the way, and rest in peace. Another great legend, Gary Marsden, this morning passed away. Yeah, it's very sad.
Bad news, man.
Yeah, very sad. So rest in peace, a real character, and will be sadly missed, certainly by the Liverpool community. Take care, everyone, and see you all soon.
I'll tear her out.
Yeah, to get